Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. One more, please. Inhale. And then open mouth, exhale. First pose of the day, sound of Om, 3 times. Inhale. Guide your palms to touch in front of your heart. Welcome. And welcome yourself to your practice this morning. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Sue. And in this moment, before practice, right, before we begin to move our bodies, please go ahead and clarify a reason why you're here. A reason that's personal, that is for yourself. And as you do this, bring your fingers to seal, like so. So the fingers are close together. Good. And this version of the prayer, so just, and set a reason, right? Define a reason for why you're here for you, personally. However big, however small. And if there's a couple of them competing, then, try to pick one. Good. And then go ahead, keep the palms touching, but separate your fingers. And this is called the Kanti Anjali. Kanti meaning radiant and shining. So in this moment, with your fingers spread out wide, define a reason why you're practicing for somebody else. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be a cause, could be a country, could be anything outside of yourself. And as your fingertips are spread apart, imagine your intention, your reason, your dedication is being spread out. It's being radiated. And dear yoginis, this practice here, it is very much for our own benefit, but it is for the benefit of all beings. And when we focus our awareness on where we want to devote the benefit of our practice, it becomes even more exponentially powerful. Good. Take a deep breath in and a full exhale out. Good. Interlace your fingers together. Swivel your palms away. Good. Draw your chin towards your chest and round your upper back. And then here, see if you can squeeze your fingers towards one another, further activating. Maybe it doesn't even look any different, but it feels different in your wrists and in your palms. Good. And then let's go ahead, stretch the arms up. And then take the shoulders up towards the ears, just shrug them up so you get really long. Good. And then relax the shoulders down, but keep pressing the palms up. That's it. And then stay like this, twist to your right. Just swivel. You don't have to go very far. Please don't, no need to go very far. Just change your perspective a couple of degrees. Good. And then come back through center, just swivel over to your left. Good. And then come back through center. Go ahead to the right. This time, wiggle, separate the hands and let them come down. They can rest on the body, they can rest on the ground. 2 deep breaths here. Easy on your neck, no need to overstrain. We cannot change the actions and behaviors of other people, as much as we may try, but it is much easier to change our own perspective. So as you twist here, just a reminder, right? I can change my perspective. Okay, that's good. And then please reach your arms up through center and return to your central line. Reach up. And then let's twist over to your left, letting the hands come down, making a little tripod, right, with your hands and your spine. If you find yourself overexerting already, like you're twisting to your maximum, might I suggest just, backing it up to like a 6 or a 5. What a pleasure, what an honor it is to be here practicing with you. Thank you. Return to center and reach your hands up, palms facing in. Good. And then gaze up towards your palms, and if it's possible, touch the palms together. Good. And let's practice sealing all the fingers together, and we'll call this Chaya, Anjali. Chaya meaning shadow. So something personal, right? A devotion that's very kind of secretive, right? That's allowed. We keep our fingertips sealed. And now go ahead and spread your fingertips apart. And we'll call this today Kanti, Anjali. Kanti, radiant prayer. We have shadowy prayers and we have radiant prayers. Good. And then bring the hands in front of the heart. Just one deep breath here, remembering all the reasons in which you are here. And exhale. Welcome, friend. And then let's come to stand. Make your way to a standing position. Oh, that's Brenna, my goodness. Hi. Good. Come to standing, and then rest your hands, fingertips pointing down, elbows hugging together. Feel the opening in the front of the chest, right? The elbows squeezing in, but the low belly sometimes wants to jut out, so we just draw back in, and then feeling very balanced, very centered in the standing pose. Take a breath in and out. Good. Keep your right hand where it is. Slide the left hand down the thigh and take a little side bend. If you're feeling really stable, you can lift the right arm. Side bend to the left. Relax that left shoulder down. Good. And then switch sides. Side bend to the other direction. And if the hand is touching the thigh, just give your thigh a little squeeze. A little good morning. Good. And then return, this time either keeping the fingers facing down or point them up. Check in with your wrists. And then gently push into the lower back for standing baby camel pose. So easy, right? Checking in with the spine. But we want to bring the heart to lift forward and up as our emotional preparation for the practice. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 1. Lift your heart up, like towards your ceiling. And out. Return. Mountain pose, hands down by the sides. Good. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, soft bend in the knees, forward fold, nice and easy. Good. Inhale, slide the hands to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stretch the back, stretch the legs. Again, inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe in. And exhale, fold. We're going to hold this forward fold for 5 breaths. It looks like some of you have props at home. If it feels better to have a block underneath the hands for support, why not? We want to practice until we're at least 104 years old, so we find ways to be in poses sustainably. This practice is, yes, it is for you. Yes, it is for everyone around you. The healthier you are, the less worry we are on the family, no? One more breath, please. Exhale. Good. Soft bend in the knees, hands to the hips. Rise up to stand. Reach the arms up over the head. Touch the palms together, hands to heart. Good. And just for clarification, Brenna, today when the fingers are together, that's Chaya, shadow prayer. And when we spread them apart, that's Kanti, radiant prayer. Okay? So everybody come into Kanti Anjali. Spread your fingertips, right? We offer this practice to all of those around us. Good. So bring your Kanti Anjali forward a little bit so the elbows are bent. And go ahead and lift your right leg like this. Keep the knee bent and practice balance. Balance is not stillness. That's something I've come to recognize, is that when we're balanced, a lot is moving. So as you feel the ground underneath your left foot, notice your right foot is in like space. There's not a lot guiding information on where the leg is. So we practice. Inhale 2. Exhale. Squeeze your palms together. It helps me. 1. And exhale. Lower that foot down. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Rise up to stand. Reach your dedication, your prayer overhead. And then hands to heart. Good. Other side. Extend Kanti, your radiant prayer out, and lift your left leg. I know sometimes we're looking at the screen and we're turning the head, right? So just keep your gaze forward. Feeling the sole of the right foot steadily. Touching the ground, touching the Mother Earth. The original teacher, the original guru is the mother. And we can think of our own mothers, physical world mothers, or we can think of the big mother and how she radiates everything we need to us every day. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And lower that leg down. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to stand. Hands to heart. Good. Let's add on a little bit. So reach Kanti Anjali forward. a little bit. So there's a little space, yeah? Like there's almost like a little pot in between this area here. Good. And then lift your right leg up. Find your balance. Good. And this time we're going to step back of the mat. Heel toe the left foot to the left for stability. Good. And then let's lower the hands down. If you have blocks, that helps. If you don't need them, you don't need them. Hands down. In a runner's lunge. Good. Bring your left hand to the left thigh. Good. And then turn your chest, just an easy, simple rotation. Okay, good. And breathe in. Breathe out, 2. 1. And breathe out. Good. Lower your left hand down and reach your heart forward. It's okay to let the hips sink down a little bit. And just like we did in the beginning in the standing camel pose, try to send your heart forward and up. That's it. So it's an attitude. It's an energy in this pose. It's going forward and up. 2 breaths. 1 breath. Good. Bring the hips up towards straight downward facing dog. Step back. Glide that foot back. Good. Now we're going to walk to the top of the mat, 1 foot at a time. Slowly make your way up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Rise up to stand, however which way. Right? You can round, you can flat back and reach your prayer overhead. Hands to heart. Wiggle your toes, spread them apart. Even in your socks, Brenda, do it. Good. And then let's lift our heels, both of them. Balancing on the balls of the feet. Balance is not stillness. Even when we are balanced and the body seems still, there's a lot of movement in the muscles keeping us here. Good job. Lower the heels down. Other side. Extend Kanti Anjali out a little bit. And then lift your left leg. Okay, so we have a little clue of where we're going. Gonna bend that right knee a little bit. And then step this left foot back. Slow and steady is the way, right? Once you get there, unless you're like an Olympic gymnast, it's not quite exactly it, right? So you wiggle the feet around till you're steady. And let's lower both hands down. Blocks, floor, find your way. Good. And once you're there, find your central line, right? Some of us, me at least, I always turn a little bit to the left. So I try breath by breath to return facing forward. Good. Take your right hand to the right thigh and take a twist. Twist over to the right. See what's over there. Can't change other people's behavior, but we can change where we're looking. 1 more breath. Good. Both hands down. Step back to downward facing dog. Three breaths here. If you're ready for vinyasa, then you can take one now. Otherwise, just hold down dog. Observe your breath. Good. And then bend the knees Take a walk to the top of your mat and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Big exhale, big fold. Rise up to stand. Reach your prayer overhead. Hands to heart. Chaya Anjali. Seal the fingers together, and then this time keep the prayer close to your heart, like the thumbs are touching. So when we have this shadowy prayer, right, kind of a secret prayer, we keep that close to the chest, literally, right, close to the heart. So if you'd like to close your eyes and remember a personal reason of why you're here. Good. Now, Kanti Anjali, spread the fingers and extend, and we're going to add on bit by bit. So go ahead, lift your right leg, find stability, and then bend that left knee a little bit, and then extend that foot back. Good. Either staying here, option 1, option 2, twist left. If it's too soon, don't do it. If it's possible, take a twist. Twist to your left. And sometimes, for some of us, that right elbow comes close to the outer left thigh. If that's you, turn your heart up towards your thumbs. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 1. Exhale. Good. Everybody face forward. And then hop or step that back foot forward. Tadasana, front of the mat. When these poses get challenging in the body, as they do, they're designed to. How is it we can find the balance through all the movement? Other side. Lift your left leg. Bend the right knees, shift the left leg back. Make the adjustments in your feet. Breathe in, either staying here or slowly twist to the right. Changing your perspective. And notice what's happening with your hands. Are the fingertips apart? Are you radiating this pose out? Or are the finger pads close together, making this a little more personal, close to the heart? Either are so perfect. Inhale, 2. Exhale. 1. Exhale. Good. Everybody face forward, unrevolve, and then simply step that foot forward. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. And fold. Either stay folded or take one vinyasa. You know who you are. If that's you, you take it. If not, or you don't know, then just stay here. Good. And if you're in down dog, make your way top of the mat. Join us. Everybody forward fold at the front of your mat. Marianne, yeah. Hokey pokey over there. And let's bend our knees a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. And then rise up into Utkatasana, fierce pose. Good. And then take your palms face up, Point them down at the earth. Palms are facing up. Yes, Trudy, like that, like you're offering. Good. And then extend your, I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see. Extend your right leg forward. And this leg is going to remain straight, so it doesn't matter how low it is on the ground. It can even touch. But let's try to keep that leg extended. Good. You don't need to do a lot, right, to feel a lot in this shape. So breathe in 3. Exhale. 2, flex that right foot. Exhale. An offering to the Mother Earth, right? 1. Very nice. Rise up to stand. If it's possible, hold the right knee. Hug in. And then put that foot down. Mountain pose. 2 breaths. 1. Other side. Bend both knees, palms up, pointing down. Very good. I hope you can hear me, Brenna. What's happening in the gym? Good. And then go ahead, extend your left leg forward. Keep it as straight as possible. The height doesn't matter, okay? But the extension does. The gaze is down. You can see your foot. You can see your palms. A little out of focus, and you can see the earth in front of you. Flex your left foot. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Breathe in. Exhale, 2. 1 more. Remember why you are practicing today. Good. And then rise up to stand. Hold your left knee just for a moment. And then place that foot down. Let's take 1 half sun. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Breathe in and fold. Stay here or step back to plank and cycle through 1 round. That's an option, right? Good. And we're going to meet in down dog this time. So if you're forward folded, step back, downward facing dog. Plank pose, come forward. We're going to be strong together. In this way, we practice yoga together, right? We get stronger together. Good. Friends made on the battlefield are friends for life. Good. We're going to lower in peace all the way down. Use your knees for little support. Good. And then bring your hands forward for supported Cobra pose. Tops of the feet are down. Good. For me, it feels better to keep the feet apart for my low back. Sometimes it feels better for some to keep the feet together. So choose what feels better for you. So you are supported by the forearms, yes? Good. Stay here or tuck the toes and come into forearm plank. It's an option. And wherever you are, take your vision, your gaze, towards your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Can't really demo this, right? So your awareness, you are thinking about the space between your eyebrows. 1 more breath, wherever you are. And exhale, let's all meet supported Cobra. Belly down, hips down. Good. Lower the chest, slide the hands back towards your chest. Breathe in. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale, Cobra pose. So press into the hands a little bit. The elbows stay close to the body. Good. So many, right? This is a baby cobra. And some, if you're ready, right, you extend more into Bhujangasana where the elbows are more unbent or anywhere in between. And today we're going to bring that heart. Remember, the heart is going forward and up. So adjust accordingly for 2 more breaths. 1. And lower down all the way. Extend your arms forward, palms facing up, and rest your forehead all the way down. That's it. This pose is called Purna Pranam, purifying your devotion, staying humble to Mother Earth. One more breath here. A deep, deep remembering of why you showed up today. Thank you so much. Rise back onto the forearms, supported cobra pose. And bend your right knee and try to curl that heel towards your buttocks. Yeah. So we are strengthening the hamstring as opposed to stretching, right? Strengthening. So there's activity in the back of your hamstring. Good. And I know some of you are quite flexible, so if you want to, right hand reaches around for the right foot and pulling, you know who you are, right? Pull the heel towards the butt to stretch the thigh. And if your chest has swiveled over to the left, breath by breath, return your chest to face forward. For me, my hand slides down towards the ankle, just a little bit towards the shin bone, so that I can square my chest forward. If you have the foot, kick into the hand, create a little tension as if you are stringing the bow, right? So, ooh. Focus on your breath if possible. And if not possible, change your body so that you can focus on your breath. And release. Stack your hands, rest your forehead on your hands. Lift your head. Supported cobra, come on back. Let's do the other side. Bend the left knee. Before you hold the foot, just strengthen that hamstring by using your inner strength to draw that left heel towards your left glute. Focus on that sensation in the back of your thigh. If you're doing this, if the shoulders are kind of slumping down, then push down into the forearms. Good. So even the upper body is very awake here. And if you'd like to bind, strap or hand, perhaps finding the foot. And then return the chest facing forward. Yeah, good. And if you have the foot, slowly, like pressing the accelerator, kick into the hand, tightening that bow. Does this feel like bow pose, right? It's this half bow pose. And do your best to move towards tolerance of discomfort. knowing where discomfort and pain, where that line is. It's one of the magic skills we attain in our yoga practice. When to know how to say no thank you. And the better we get at it in our bodies, the better we get outside, especially now when boundaries are being tested. One more breath in. As you exhale, release the foot, Purna Pranam. Extend both arms forward, palms facing up. Relax your forehead down to her, to the mother of all mothers. And as you surrender in this position, and your palms are up, be open to the gifts she's going to give you. Lift your head, slide your hands to your chest. Good. So for those of you who have an upward facing dog practice, you slide your hands back even more towards your waist and come into up dog. If that's too much, bring the hands forward, just come into Cobra pose. So either Cobra or upward facing dog. Wherever you are, the elbows, right? Draw them in towards the body and send your heart forward, radiating the benefit of your practice forward. Yeah, good. Inhale 2. Exhale. 1. Exhale. Good. Lower back down. Set your forearms up. We're approaching dolphin pose. So the forearms are very secure on the ground. Tuck your toes. Good. And then come up from Dolphin Plank. See if this is possible. Walk your toes in. Dolphin pose. Press down the weight into the forearms. Good. And if you feel so steady and there's more energy to give, lift your right leg up, nice and long. All right, it's not always working. Lower your right hip right now. Square your hips. That's it. Yeah, different, huh? Good. And if the leg is up, lower that leg down. Lift your left leg up. 4 breaths. Keeping those hips square, the best of your ability, right? To see what the body is doing in outer space. It's hard. So we practice, yes? Good. Lower that left leg down. Walk your feet back. Forearm plank. Forearm plank. Yeah, Trudy, yes, good. And then resting in supported Cobra pose. Turn your palms to face up as a gesture of receiving something really good from your practice today. Could be, a realization of some sort. It could be a general uplifting feeling around your organs and your heart. Good. Palms down. Tuck your toes. Make your way any which way. Downward facing dog. No rush to go anywhere. Feel your palms. Optional vinyasa here. Take it or leave it. One more breath. Fantastic. Bend your knees, step or hop to the front of your mat and fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, but keep your fingertips pointing down towards the earth. Palms facing up for today. Good. Extend your right leg forward. Good. Rise up to stand, holding your right knee for a brief moment. And then bring this knee out to the right, coming into tree pose. Anywhere but the knee. Yes, friends? Anywhere but the knee. Your one foot, your left foot is so secure. Your right foot, right, has the support of your left foot. And we offer this tree pose to one another in this community, okay? Sometimes we are that sturdy main branch. Sometimes we're the tree that needs, right, needs a little help. And the hands, wherever they are, be purposeful, even if they're apart. Either keep the fingertips close together or spread them apart. Doesn't matter where they are in space. 2 more breaths. One more. And release. Release. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take a forward fold. Nice and easy. So sweet to the body. Inhale, halfway lift. And fold. Bend your knees. Nice. Sit in your throne. Extend your fingertips forward. Good. And this time it's the left leg that extends forward. Find balance and strength at the same time. Yeah. How did we possibly make it together through this pandemic so far? I don't know, but I know that this practice has surely helped me immensely. Rise up to stand, holding left leg. Good. And then you're going to bring this left leg out to the left to find your tree pose. So the story goes that the original yogini, the first yogini ever, Parvati, she stood like this in a river, I think for like 30,000 lifetimes, something like that. That is her devotion, her bhakti. So as you're here, decide what to do with your fingertips. Make this a sealed, very personal pose. Or perhaps you separate the fingertips and you send this out. Whoever needs my support, my love, you send it out to them. Two more, in and out. One more. And relax. Slide that left leg. Feel both feet on the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Optional vinyasa. If you're in downward facing dog, make your way to the top of the mat and fold. Good. Everybody rise up to stand, circle the arms up. Hands in prayer. Good. A little balancing challenge, and then we'll take it down to the ground. Bend both knees. Yeah, bend both knees soft. And then let's bring that right ankle on top of the left thigh, not on the knee, but up a little higher. Stretching that outer right hip. Hands in Kanti Anjali, extend forward a little bit. Harnessing that inner strength. Good. And now we're going to rise up to stand and extend that right leg forward and straight as best as we can. Flex the right foot. It is totally energized, and kind of extend Kanti, radiant prayer, forward to meet your foot. Everything in this pose says, I am aligned in one direction. My effort, my purpose is facing the same way. Okay? One breath in. Come back, figure four. Cross that ankle over. If possible, do a little bow, a little curtsy forward. Ooh, almost there. And then rise back up to stand. Release the right foot down, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Optional vinyasa or simply fold. The benefit of this practice keeps on revealing itself to me. And I want to thank you, right, for making time for your own practice. So courageous. Good. Bend the knees, rise up to stand. And let's do the other side. Hands in Kanti Anjali. Extend forward, bend the knees. And this time, left ankle over right. Good. Feeling that left hip open, stretching. When we stretch the hip, we open the emotion. So sometimes this can do something to your jaw. So if you feel your hip, they're like best friends, right? So if you feel your hip so intense, check your jaw. If you relax your jaw, it helps the hip relax as well. Good. Rise up to stand, extend your left leg straight. Doesn't matter how high, but keep it straight. Yeah, good. And then curl those left toes. And whatever you're doing, do not lean back, okay? So keep that spine upright. Extend your finger pads forward, spread fingertips apart. So everything you're doing, left side and right side, are aligned. Whatever work you're doing, we strengthen our body, we strengthen our emotional fitness, and so we can handle that. One more breath here. Thank you so much. Figure four, cross the ankle back, draw the hands a little closer to the heart, and take a little bow forward, right, to Mother Nature, the original teacher of us all, no? And then lift the chest, relax the left foot down, inhale, stretch up, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and fold. Good, this time separate your toes and feet for Malasana. The hands can stay down. It's a yogic squat. Okay? So the toes are pointing out. The hands can stay down. You don't have to go very far, just 2 breaths here. Brenna, you can lift your hands to the heart. Maybe. Thank you. And then however you like to, that feels safe and body, come down to a seated pose. Soles of the feet together. Knees open wide. Hands to your shin bones, seated cat and cow. Inhale, pull the heart forward. Exhale, round. Again, inhale, pulling heart forward. Right? What is the intention of my life? Right? Fold. One more. And round. Good. Lift your heart. Let's keep the right foot in. Extend your left leg out. And if you feel like you're falling backwards, if you have a block or a blanket, you can sit on that. Mm-hmm. Very nice. And let's slide that left hand anywhere on the left leg, on the thigh or on the shin. If you have flexibility, maybe the toe. And let's lift that right arm and take a side bend. Do your best. It has nothing, your best has nothing to do with what this looks like, okay? Your best has everything of how this feels like energetically in your body, to enable the breath to circulate effectively in the body, and ultimately to cultivate a really good relationship with your thoughts. Okay, friends, come up through center. If you want to take a look at the screen, this is what's happening. We're going to lower the right hand down to the ground. We're going to sweep that left arm in front of the body, and maybe not Trudy, but maybe we can lift up, right? There's a lot of pressure on the knee here. And then we're going to just cycle here. So Trudy, what I'd recommend is that you just side bend to one side, and then bring this arm down and side bend to the other side. Oh, it feels so good, right? Sorry, didn't mean to single you out like that. Good. So either just flowing side to side or maybe lifting the hips. Good. And a bonus challenge here is to do this with your eyes closed. So to take away the visual stimulus, right, of what this or what my friends are looking like, you know, to really personal, right? Like, how am I feeling in my body? And guess what? Nobody else will ever be in your body to feel what you're feeling. Okay, so this is a very personal space. One more full cycle of breath. And return, everybody. Extend both legs out for Upavishta. Flex your toes up. And then exhale, walk your finger pads forward a little bit. Or a lot of it, right? Some of us gifted with flexibility from the get-go, right? You're just able to do this since you were a little girl. And some of us not so much. So remember, this pose has nothing to do with aesthetics and has everything to do with function. Three more breaths. Try to count them in your heart. Thank you. Walk your hands back in. Draw your left heel towards central line of the body. And slide the right hand down. Lift your left arm. Side bend. One more breath here. Beautiful. Lower your left hand down to the ground. Sweep the right arm forward and either lift or just enjoy the side bend, other side. And then please take the variation that suits you in this moment. Whenever I do these poses that sweep me from side to side, I always feel like it's a deep filtration, a deep distillation of all the stuff that gets stuck in my ribs, All those stories that say, I need to be more this, I need to be more that, I need to do more this to be loved. Nah, these poses help me realize, right? Oh, I'm enough. So I hope it does the same for you. If you'd like to close your eyes, close them so you can feel on an even deeper psychic level. And like, let this pose, let this movement take you somewhere. Yeah. 2 more breaths. Slowing down your movement. Good. And then come into it either a seated meditation pose or come down Shavasana, lie down on your back. Good. Of all that sorrow, heaviness that you're feeling in your heart, may this practice provide clarity and comfort. You're welcome to physically bring a hand to your heart, maybe even locating your heart beating. We'll be here quietly. Allow yourself to sink in fully. I will guide you out. 2 minutes. practice together with the sound of Om. You can stay on your back if you're there, or you're welcome to make your way up slowly. Bringing the hands to the heart in either Chaya Anjali or Kanti Anjali. Yeah. One Om, please. Inhale. Bowing your chin in softly towards your prayer and lifting your heart up so everything is aligned in your body and your mind. Thank you so much for making time today for your practice. Lift your gaze. Thank you, everyone.